Long ago, in a land marked by sin and decadence, there existed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Their streets were filled with lust, greed, and dishonesty. However, behind the curtains of decadence, even darker and more disturbing secrets were hidden. Amidst the apparent brilliance of opulence, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were seen as the epicenters of wealth and prosperity in that region. Their wide, paved streets gleamed under the scorching desert sun, while the palaces of the wealthy stood proudly, displaying their grandeur to passers-by. Yet, behind this shining facade lay a network of hidden sins, whose roots delved deep into the corrupted soul of the cities. Behind the closed doors of palaces and mansions, forbidden practices were concealed, challenging even the most corrupt. Extravagant parties, indulging in wine and lust, were held under the cover of night, where the rich and powerful surrendered to the pleasures of the flesh without restraint. Moreover, corruption and bribery were common currencies in the corridors of power, where justice was sold to the highest bidder, and the most vulnerable were crushed under the weight of oppression. Among the inhabitants of these decadent cities, there were those who engaged in pagan rituals, worshipping idols and deities of darkness in secret temples erected in the shadows. Corrupt priests manipulated the minds of the faithful, feeding their desire for power and control while diverting their devotion from the true God. Meanwhile, others were lost in betrayals and conspiracies, weaving webs of intrigue that ensnared both the innocent and the guilty in their mortal plot. But amidst the darkness that enveloped Sodom and Gomorrah, there was a ray of light that refused to be extinguished. A righteous man named Lot, nephew of the patriarch Abraham, dwelt among them, seeking to live according to the precepts of the Lord even amidst the depravity that surrounded him. His presence was like a beacon in the storm, silently witnessing the horrors that plagued the cities, waiting for the day when divine justice would be manifest. Lot, with his unwavering integrity, became a point of reference for those who still held a spark of faith and hope in their hearts. He welcomed the needy, protected the defenseless, and proclaimed the truth even when his voice seemed to echo in vain through the empty streets. His example inspired others to resist evil and to remain steadfast in faith, even in the face of the most terrible adversities. And so, while Sodom and Gomorrah sank deeper and deeper into the depths of sin and depravity, the glow of Lot's justice and righteousness continued to shine like a solitary star in the dark firmament. And although the end of the sinful cities was inevitable, the story of Lot and his testimony of faith and courage would remain as an eternal reminder of the transformative power of divine justice and the perseverance of those who choose to follow the path of righteousness. But God's mercy would not last forever. The cry of injustice echoed through the heavens, and the time came when the Almighty decided to intervene. In an event of epic proportions, Sodom and Gomorrah were consumed by divine fire, purifying the land from the evil that plagued it. The story of the sinful city serves as a solemn warning, alerting us to the consequences of the most hidden sins that dwell in the human heart. May we learn from this ancient narrative and seek righteousness before the Lord, so that we may not face the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah.